A good tree produces good fruit. Galatians 5:22 through 26. This is what it says. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against such things there is no law. Those who belong to Christ Jesus have crucified the flesh with its passions and desires. Since we live by the Spirit, type that in the chat, just say by the Spirit. Let us not become conceited, provoking and envying each other. I've been doing this study into fruit. I've been doing this study into roots. I've been doing this study into trees and into different plants and all of the different things. And God keeps bringing me back to this idea of pruning. I want to reread verse 24. It says, those who belong to Christ Jesus have crucified the flesh with its passions and desires. So for the flesh to be crucified, that means it's being pruned. But pruning isn't a bad thing. Pruning is actually a good thing. It actually helps produce more fruit, and actually it helps strengthen the tree or the vine or the plant. So maybe you find yourself in a season where some stuff has been cut back. Maybe that relationship has been cut back. Maybe that person in your life has been cut back. And maybe it's a mindset that God is trying to prune back in this season. But by the Spirit, everything becomes new. By the Spirit, God will strengthen you. By the Spirit, you find your purpose. By the Spirit, God breathes into your situation. God said, the pruning isn't a punishment. I know sometimes it can appear that way. It can appear like, well, we did something wrong. And while there is consequence for sin, and I'm not going to negate that fact, but I will say this, that pruning is not a punishment. That pruning is because God knows that, okay, what was growing there may have been good for one season, but now it's time for new fruit to grow. It's time for new growth to happen. And normally when something is pruned back, it is waiting for its time in the sun to grow more. So right now, right here, right now, just go ahead and drop in the comment and say, God, help me grow. So I want to encourage you in this season of pruning. It's not because God is mad at you, and it's not because God hates you, and he's not this grumpy grandpa looking to just destroy you. No, he honestly knows what's best for you, and he knows what's going to cause that growth to happen. So maybe that person that was in your life was causing a stunt in your growth. Maybe there was a reason that you can't see right now, that because God sees the bigger picture. You know, we get so caught up in this tiny little short part of our life that we forget that the bigger picture is in the Spirit. Type that in the chat. Just say the bigger picture. The fact is this: God knows what we need when we need it, and that's including people. That's including the situations that come to us. That's including literally every single event. You know, we're not just a random series of events here. It's the bigger picture that we have to remember, that God can see that we cannot. It is by the blood that we're able to live by the Spirit, which was God's ultimate plan to graft us in to his giant family. So just remember the fact that you are being pruned, that people are being cut from your life, that mindsets are being cut, whatever it may be. Just know it is part of the process. This pruning is a part of the process. It's not a punishment. God is saying to someone right here, right now, he is saying, you are important to me. You are precious to me. My son, my daughter, you are precious. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you are important. You are important to the plan of God. You are important to what God has for you. You are important to your family. You are important to me. And if nobody has told you recently, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of the steps that you're taking. I'm proud of how far you've come. I'm proud of the very thing that seems hard, that you keep trying and you keep going at it and you keep pressing in. So I just want to say I'm proud of you, okay? I'm here for you if you need to talk. I just want to say this at the very end of this video. I love you. If nobody else has told you today, I love you. I love you and I'm proud of you. And you have a beautiful heart. You have a beautiful spirit on you. You have a beautiful mind on you. And you are stronger than you even think. So I just need you to dust yourself off today. Dust yourself off. And just know that God has got you right in this moment for a particular reason. Now, the quicker we can learn the lesson out of it, the quicker we can move on. So right here at the end of this video, type this in the chat. Just say, by the blood. Listen, if you made it all the way to the end of this video, go ahead and subscribe if you're not already. Go ahead and smash that like button. And listen, just know, I love you. I'll see you on the next one.